The unexpected letter. John and Emily had been friends since they were children, growing up together in a small, quiet town. They shared everything, stories, dreams, and laughter. Yet there was one thing John had never shared with Emily, his love for her. He had kept his feelings a secret, afraid that revealing them would change everything. One evening, John sat in his small, cozy room, staring at a blank piece of paper. His hands trembled as he picked up his pen. It was now or never. He couldn't keep his feelings hidden anymore. After a deep breath, he started writing. Dear Emily, I don't know how to say this in person, so I'm writing it instead. I've loved you for a long time. I understand if you don't feel the same, and I don't want this to change our friendship. But I had to tell you. John. With the letter complete, he folded it, placed it in an envelope, and wrote to Emily on the front. The next morning, he slipped the letter under her door, his heart pounding with fear and hope. When Emily found the letter, she was surprised. She knew John's handwriting well, but she never expected to receive a letter from him. She opened it carefully and began to read. Her eyes widened, and her heart raced as she read his confession. A smile slowly spread across her face. She, too, had kept a secret for years. She had always loved John, but never dared to say it. Emily knew she had to respond. She decided to meet John at the park where they often spent time together. When she arrived, she saw him sitting alone on a bench, his face tense with anxiety. She walked over, holding the letter he had written. John, I got your letter, she said softly, standing in front of him. He looked up, his expression full of worry. I'm sorry if it made things awkward, he stammered. I just needed you to know. Emily's eyes softened. It didn't make things awkward, John, she said gently. It made me happy. John's eyes widened in surprise. Happy? What do you mean? Taking a deep breath, Emily said, I've loved you too, John. I just didn't know if you'd ever feel the same. They sat together, smiling, realizing how afraid they had both been for no reason. The weight of their hidden feelings lifted, and a new chapter began for them both. Back at John's house that evening, they sat together, sharing stories and laughter, feeling closer than they ever had. The letter that brought them together lay on the table, now a cherished reminder of the courage it took to be honest about their feelings. Sometimes love is just about taking a chance, even when you're scared. For John and Emily, a simple letter was all it took to bring their hearts together.